Hi friends! Welcome to Rhubarb Patch Studio. I'm Leah Noel. Thanks for joining me today. This is going to be a special video where I share with you my Christmas stitching start plans. Yes. I have a tote of plans here, and there are 12 Christmas starts in here, and I am going to call it my 12 starts of Christmas. And I'm sharing this with you now in case any of you want to join me in the 12 starts of Christmas. I just had a stack of Christmas projects that have been calling to me and that I really wanted to start. And this idea just kind of came to me because when I was at StitchCon, I made a new friend. Her name is Becky. Hi, Becky. And she shared some of these project cards with our table. And they're very pretty on the front. And then on the back, they have information for your project. So the name, designer, fabric, start date, finish date, size, and then threads. And then there's the called for and substitution. And if you know me and my stitching, you know that I like to customize things. And so this space here, you know, it seems like it's going to be really helpful for me. So I just thought that it would be a good opportunity for me to sort out all of my Christmas whips, and each of these projects will be put in, or each of these projects will have a card like this or similar, and that's just kind of, I don't know, how I'm going to keep track of anything special that I do for these projects. And I will also know that they are part of the 12 starts of Christmas because they have this card. So that's kind of what inspired my idea, and I'm really looking forward to it because, like I said, these are projects that have been calling to me and I want to start them, and I'm just going to do my best to start them all in December. And I'm calling them the 12 starts of Christmas because they'll just be started around that time. There's really no set schedule for when I'm going to start them, but since there's 12 of them, and well, Christmas Eve is on the 24th, so really that's about one start every other day, you know, leading up to Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. So that's kind of what I will shoot for roughly. But in the meantime, I just have this tote here, and I will show you that these projects are in the process of being kitted up. Not all of them are totally kitted up yet. And so, yeah, let me just share with you my plans. Okay, so the first one is the loosest plan, I think. And this is kind of how I have my tote organized, is by the closest to me is kits or patterns that still need to be kitted on some level, whether that's with fabric or floss. And also this one is like, I don't know if I'm actually going to do this one, partially because it's not kitted up yet, and partially because I can't find one of the projects that I really want to start, which is Heap on the Wood by Brenda Gervais. I have the pattern, I own the pattern, and I have fabric for it, and I cannot for the life of me find it after the move. I put it aside before the move, thinking that I would keep it in a special place because I was going to start it, and then now I can't find it. So if I can find that one before my 12 starts of Christmas are completed, then I will substitute this one for that one. But here I have Plum Street Samplers Winter Salt Boxes And this is the one that I would like to stitch. And I paired it with this card. I do have a small bag, quilting with Nico. And I picked out Crystal Alchemy 28 count Lugana by Picture This Plus. It's a little tealy blue. It's a more tealy blue than is showing in the camera, but I think that that will be a fun background for this scene here. I still need the flosses for this one. I don't have any of the flosses except for B5200, so I think that will show up just fine on this fabric. And even if it doesn't, it's okay, because I think the design kind of lends itself to some ghosty snow. So that is my first one. Okay, next. This one doesn't have a bag yet, but I do have a card. Okay, so this is called The Cold Snowman by Bent Creek, and it's so adorable. This is the card that I have going with it. I got most of the cards that I have are this image. I just got a couple that are different. And what fabric do I have? 28 count Twilight Cashel linen by Picture This Plus. So there's that. And I don't think that's what's called for, but I think it'll be nice. So since it's 28 count and a dark linen, I don't know, we'll have to see how the coverage goes with this one, but we'll make it work. Okay, next one. This is called Delivering Peppermints and Candy Canes by Homespun Elegance. So that is what the design looks like. It's so cute. I have a thing for peppermints, and like peppermints and candy canes, they are just so cute. Oh. Now, this one I have kitted with 36 count Petite Four by, this is a Wabi Sabi fabric by Kitten Stitcher. So it's like a nice gray. And then I have some flosses picked out. Almost none of my projects will be called for flosses, but there's that. And this is the card that I have for this project, so it's sweet. And even though the image is different, the information on the back is still the same, so there's that one. I still need a few more flosses for that project. Okay, this next one is really, it's been tricky for me to kit up because it is this design from Cross Stitch and Country Crafts. I made a working copy from a magazine that I own. This magazine is the Better Homes and Gardens Cross Stitch magazine from September, October '92. I will put it there for you. But the cover photo of the magazine is the design that I want to stitch. I've had this in my collection for a while, and all that white is the fabric. So the white is not stitched, but it's still pretty dense stitching, and there's a ton of back stitch as well. I mean, this is a 90s, classic 90s pattern, right? But what has been really tricky for me is that I don't want to use these dusty colors. So I'm trying to do a color conversion, you know, brighten things up to my own taste, like I do. But there's a lot of colors in here. I'm not going to take them all out, but I will show you. I did pull all of the DNC that are called for, and so sometimes when I'm doing color conversions, this is what I'll do, is I will actually pull what is called for, and then I will substitute specific colors that I want to brighten up or change. And seeing the colors, like, you know, in person, like the tangible color, will help me to make my decisions. So I have just regular 32 count, I believe it's antique white, 32 count antique white linen in here. Oh, that's the pattern. And yeah, it needs some attention. It needs some attention for kitting up. Okay. All right, this one. I'm excited for all of these starts, but I've been really looking forward to this one. Okay, so this is Santa's Trips by Barbara Anna Designs. I first saw this stitched on Emily C's Flosstube. She is Eclectic Positions on YouTube and Instagram. And when she stitched it on a darker fabric, and I absolutely loved that. And I think it was a pause the video and go by the chart kind of a situation for me. So I've had it for a couple years now, and I just didn't take the time to kit it up until now. And I think I am totally kitted up now. I have a conversion all ready to go. I chose one of, if not my most favorite linen, which is Tarnished Silver by Lakeside Linens. The lighting is kind of blowing things out right now. I don't have the lighting figured out in my new space, but this is a very purpley gray, and it's a darker tone than it's showing up on the video, but let me show you. I have a mix of Color and Cottons and DMC picked out. For this project, and I'm trying to lay it out for you so you can see everything together. All right, so, all right, here we go. So that is, gosh, it looks a little different in person. Those, these bright corals are not quite as neon as they are in the video, but that will give you some sense of the color palette. So that's going to be fun. That'll probably be one of my first starts. And then this is the card that I have paired with it. Okay. Next up is a design by Shakespeare's Peddler, who is Kitten Stitcher. And it's Jenny Bean's Christmas sampler. So I've always loved this one. It's so sweet. the words say, "And had I but 1 penny, thou shouldst have it to buy gingerbread." I am going with a somewhat wilder choice of fabric for this pattern, and it is 36 count Highland linen by Picture This Plus. So it is green and yellow. And yes, I know that doesn't scream Christmas to a lot of people, but I think that it will look good. It's gonna look sunny and cheerful, like this house is in the woods, which that's what I'm kind of going for. And then I think I'm doing mostly called for flosses on this one. And I guess I don't really need to take them out of this bag for you. I don't have a good way of like putting them on this fabric, but see, I think this is really gonna make the reds stand out, which is good. The white is gonna blend in a little bit, and I think that's fine. There's not a ton of white in this pattern, so let's put it all together for you. All right, so there we go. See, that house is really gonna stand out on this fabric. So there's that. I've got to put these all back, as I'm talking, because otherwise I'll have a huge mess. But this is the card that I have paired, the project card. Okay. Hopefully the rustling is not too distracting to everybody. Okay, this one I forgot to bring the pattern down here because I am putting it into, I'm digitizing it so that I can use it on Pattern Keeper. It is, what is it called? A Winter Visit? Hang on. It's called Christmas Visit by Lavender and Lace, and you'll see a picture up here as I'm talking about it. These Lavender and Lace patterns, the patterns themselves are these huge pieces of paper, and it folds right through the chart. And I hate using patterns that fold on the chart because those crease lines over time will, the symbols on the chart will kind of rub away as the creasing increases. So so for the Lavender and Lace patterns that I want to start, I am digitizing them so I can put them on to Pattern Keeper. I'm not selling them or anything like that. I'm just using them for my own purpose. And so that is what I'm doing right now. I have picked a fabric called Misty Mountain by Grace Note Fabrics. This is 32 count, and it's this beautiful, look at this, it's gorgeous. It's not quite as defined. Those splotches are not quite as defined in person as they are on the camera. The camera's saturating them quite a bit, so it's a lot less splotchy, but it's just a beautiful like taupe almost. It's a taupe, purpley taupe, brown gray with white, and so I think that'll look really good with the colors in this design. So these are all of the colors. Let's see, let me take this out. So this is the card I have paired with it. These are all of the called for DMC. Okay, called for DMC. And I'm just gonna do everything as called for. That's my plan for now anyways. So I think it'll look good on that. So Looking forward to this one. I'm looking forward to all of them. I have a whole bunch of lavender and laces. I actually have one in my autumn starts, which I think I will make a separate video about. If I can get my life together enough to do that, I will. All right. Oh, I love this one. Okay, so this next one is called Skylights by Meredith Mark Designs, and it's old. It's an old pattern. I got it on eBay some time ago. Isn't that sweet? It's some children looking at the Northern Lights. I love how they kind of go off frame here. The sky is all stitched and the white is not stitched. So it calls for a white fabric. I am opting to use not white, but 36 count Morning Dove by Lakeside Linens. And it's not white, but you can see it is blown out on camera, but it's a very pale blue. Morning Dove is a very, very pale blue. And so I thought it would be kind of a nice bright option. And then I converted all of the DMC, all of the called for DMCs to overdyed cottons, and they're not from one specific maker, but here is kind of my thought. Okay. I don't know how I'm gonna get them all to show at the same time. There we go. So you can see I have, there's pinks, blues, greens, oranges. I just thought winter jackets, like children's winter jackets, are more, I don't know, bright colors. They're more bright. And then I have some soft bright colors for the Northern Lights. So I've been thinking about starting this for several years now, so I'm really looking forward to getting this one done. And this is the card that I have tucked away with this one. Okay, I'll make a pile there. All right, this one is a big one. It is called Winter Cat Sampler by Kooler Classic. So I have all 4 cat samplers. There are 4. There's technically 5, because there's a cottage cat sampler, and I'm going to combine elements of that one with the summer cat sampler. So I do have that in my collection, but this is my second favorite of the 5, and I've been wanting to start it. I have the spring cat sampler in my whip collection already, so. This, I have the digital, I have the PDF, and it does work in Pattern Keeper. There's a lot of backstitch that does not work in Pattern Keeper, but all of the full crosses do work in Pattern Keeper. So, another one of these. And I have this, I have Ada. It's a 16 count. Okay. It's a 16 count Over the Moon by Color and Cotton. I don't know if they make this anymore. I got it a while ago. It's a very light gray. It's like a moody gray. Gosh, It looks almost white on camera, but it's definitely gray. Like maybe if I hold up my white sleeve, you can see that it's gray. So it's a bluey gray. 16 count Aida, that will be very easy to work on. And then it requires a lot of DMC. So just all called for DMC, and that will look good on this light gray. So, all right, so we're doing that. And then, let's see, I gotta count these quick because I wanna make sure that I'm showing you. I have a backup here, and I don't remember if this is a backup or an actual plan. I think it might be actually a plan. Sorry about that. Okay, so another one of these. And on the same fabric, on this Over the Moon fabric, because I got a lot of it, I'm going to be starting Winter by Rosewood Manor. And this actually came with its own floss. Came bobbinated and everything. So that was great. And I think this is just a cotton floss. It's a 6-stranded cotton floss called House of Embroidery. Maybe, I don't know if that's the maker or not, but I know there's 4 seasons of this. I only have winter, but they all come with flosses, these flosses. So there's just 5 of them, and I thought that having another Aida project for traveling would work out well for me, just long term. So yeah, sorry to keep you waiting there on that one. I have multiple projects in this. It's just like this regular old bag here, and I keep multiple projects in there because they're all using the same fabric. And all right, I'm just gonna make a pile over here. So it's not use more time than I need to. Okay. This one, this is a pattern by By the Bay Needleart called New England Winter, and I bought the PDF on I bought the PDF from their Etsy site. I was hoping that the PDF could be used in Pattern Keeper, but it is just like, it seems like they just took the print of this pattern and made it into a PDF. So it's not straight enough. Like, do you know what I'm trying to say? It's like a copy. It's like a copy of the physical chart. It didn't come from the computer. So the PDF does not work with Pattern Keeper, so I had to just print it out anyways on printer paper, so it's lower quality. So honestly, if I were to buy this again, I would just buy the print copy, because you probably will get a better quality print. But anyway, isn't it so cute? I love this. I absolutely love this. The little horse-drawn carriage, or sleigh, I mean, horse-drawn sleigh. And then there's a bay in the background here, and it's snowing, and it's overcast, and there's a little village. Oh, I just love it. I think there's backstitching and stuff in here. Yeah, there is backstitching, and there's also over one stitching in some places, like the little birds, and there's these little details, especially like in this area, there's some over one stitching. So it would be frustrating on Aida. Just FYI, if you're interested in this chart. I am stitching this on 40 count Sea Storm by Lakeside Linens. The over one is going to be interesting, but I love this color. Sea Storm. Yeah. Vintage. This is Vintage Sea Storm by Lakeside Linens. I ordered this fabric from Ye Old Stitchery. They are able to, I think they are able to like custom order Lakeside linens. And they might already have some in stock. I'm not sure, but I'm trying to get this all laid out for you. So here we go. This is all of the called for DMC. I'm not doing a great job here of showcasing the floss toss, but some of these blues are going to blend in a little bit, like you can already tell. I don't know. So I think I'm just going to deal with that when it comes, but as I was looking through the chart, I think as long as the white shows up, we're going to be good. And I am pretty sure I selected B5200. Yes, I did. I selected B5200 because it's just brighter. It has a brighter tone. And so on this fabric, I think it's going to, see, it's gonna work really well on this bright fabric. Wow, the lighting is really blowing out the white, but it's just really bright, you know? So as long as the white shows up, I'm okay with the blues kind of fading in because it's the bay, which if you've ever been around water, sometimes water does blend into the terrain and the sky. So I'm okay with that. And the clouds up here, you know, again, I'm okay with if that blends in. So I think we'll be okay. So I am looking forward to that one, of course. Oh, and this is the card that I have paired. This is the project card that I have paired with this one. So sweet. And again, just the same information on the back. Okay, so this one is totally kit up and ready to go. So that means it might be one of the first starts if I don't get my act in gear. All right, and this is our last one. Another one of these. This is a dimensions kit called Christmas Penguin. Look how cute that is. Now, it is a kit. I will be using the floss, but I won't be using this fabric. I have my own fabric. It is a 28 count Mercedes linen by Picture This Plus. And it's a beautiful, it's a mottled blue. The base of this fabric must be kind of creamy, I think. I think it's more of a cream base instead of a white base. Because it just has a different feel on it. On this piece of fabric, I actually did this kit here. I think it's a reelless kit, so that'll be the same fabric on there. And see, the white shows up really nicely on this fabric. So, so I will be doing this penguin on this fabric. It's nice. It has a nice snowy vibe to me. So that's 28 count Mercedes linen and Picture This Plus. So yeah, like I said, if I ever find Heap on the Wood, that's gonna be in my 12 starts of Christmas for sure. And I'm gonna kick something else out. Most likely the first one that you saw, possibly this old Better Homes and Gardens one, just because I don't know if I'm going to have the capacity to choose all my flosses for that one. But I think if I don't choose all of my flosses in time to start it, I could at least, bare minimum, choose the floss that I'm going to use for this for this night sky, I could do that. Or I could choose a color for the house or something kind of in the middle and just start with that. Because as long as I get a start, that should be fine. And I'm pretty confident that I could pick just like one color to go with that. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed seeing all of my plans for the 12 starts of Christmas. And I will be starting a hashtag. It will be the number 12 starts of Christmas. And you're welcome to join me if you want. If you don't want to, that's totally fine too. I might just be doing this by myself, and that's fine. I just had this pile of stuff that I really wanted to do, and I had a lot of fun putting it together. If you do join me, just let me know in the comments that you're interested. You can make up whatever rules make sense for you in your situation. For me, I'm going to try to start, I'm going to try for the average of one start every other day, but what might actually be more practical for my schedule is to start them on school days when my son is in school, because that's when I have time to myself where I can just start a project with no distractions. So I might just do like as many starts as I can in a row on school days. But either way, they'll be started in December, and I will do my best to update Instagram. So if you're not following me over there yet, then, you know, go find me. All of my information is linked down in the description box below, along with the names of these charts, and then any floss tubers or shop names that I just mentioned in passing. I always like to put that in the description box in case you are a researcher like me and you like to, you know, you like to find things. Okay, what else can I tell you? I don't know, I'm really looking forward to this, and thanks for watching, and yeah, hope you liked it, and let me know in the comments which one was your favorite, and if you're going to start with me, or if you're just enjoying the journey of watching me do it. That's okay too. Yeah, that's it. So, all right, thanks again, and take care.